The drama between Edgar Berlanga and Gervonta Davis has hit an explosive high, with Berlanga declaring that Tank is not allowed in Puerto Rico after Tank slammed him for celebrating failure following his recent loss to Canelo Alvarez. What was supposed to be a low-key return for Berlanga turned into a parade, with fans cheering on the Brooklyn-born boxer, seemingly unfazed by his one-sided defeat. But Davis wasn't having any of it, calling Berlanga out for celebrating what he viewed as a hollow participation trophy. Now, the gloves are off, with Berlanga firing back in a no-holds-barred rant, making things intensely personal and warning Tank of dire consequences if he dares set foot on Puerto Rican soil. With the tension boiling over, it's not just about the punches thrown in the ring. This feud is getting dangerously real, and everyone wants to know what will happen next. Edgar Berlanga recently stated that Gervonta Davis is not allowed in Puerto Rico after Davis criticized Berlanga for what he called celebrating failure. This week, Berlanga was seen leading a group of his motorcycle riding fans on the streets of Puerto Rico, seemingly enjoying the attention and support despite his recent loss to Canelo Alvarez on September 14. The event seemed like a celebration, which drew the attention of Gervonta Davis. Davis, a prominent figure in the boxing world, expressed his belief that Berlanga was essentially celebrating something that should not be celebrated, a loss. In his view, Berlanga was being praised for simply going the distance against Canelo, which Davis saw as misguided and a sign of low standards. Davis felt that losing, no matter how well you perform, shouldn't be seen as an achievement worthy of celebration. According to Gervonta Davis, Berlanga didn't belong in the ring with Canelo Alvarez in the first place. The reason for this, Davis argued, is that Berlanga has never faced a truly top-level opponent before, making his entry into a fight with someone of Canelo's caliber questionable. Berlanga had opportunities to prove himself against other strong fighters, such as David Morrell, who holds the WBA title, but Berlanga chose not to take that fight when he had the chance. Davis also mentioned that Berlanga showed no interest in facing Caleb Plant, another highly respected name in the boxing world. Instead of challenging himself with these tough fights, Berlanga seemed focused solely on getting the big payday that comes with fighting Canelo. His promoter managed to secure this opportunity for him, but Davis felt it was undeserved. Many fans who paid to watch the expensive pay-per-view event were left disappointed by what they saw as a one-sided fight, with Berlanga clearly outmatched. In Davis's view, Berlanga will never be able to win a world title, and his 12-0 loss to Canelo might be the highest point in his career. Because of this, Davis suggested that Berlanga's future fights will not be as financially rewarding, and he will struggle to get another opportunity like the one he had against Canelo. Davis also believes that Canelo would not give Berlanga a rematch, especially without Berlanga taking on other tough fights to prove that he is deserving of a second chance. When asked about Davis's comments, Berlanga responded with strong language and a lot of emotion, directly addressing Davis's criticisms. He called Tank a hater and a diva, indicating that he thought Davis was simply jealous or trying to bring him down. Berlanga didn't hold back, further attacking Tank's character by saying that he looks like a DE and accusing him of always needing to talk negatively about others. Berlanga claimed that Davis often stirs up controversy and makes dramatic statements, particularly when he has an upcoming fight, to generate buzz and sell more tickets or pay-per-view buys. Berlanga also said that Davis tries to create hype by calling out and creating drama with his former promoter, Floyd Mayweather, suggesting that Tank uses these tactics to increase his popularity and financial success. Berlanga dismissed all of this as clownish behavior, making it clear that he has no respect for Tank and does not want anything to do with him. Additionally, Berlanga warned that Gervonta Davis is not welcome in Puerto Rico after these comments. He went as far as to say that if Davis ever came to Puerto Rico, people there would strip him but naked, suggesting that the locals would retaliate against Davis for his disrespectful words. This statement shows the level of anger and resentment Berlanga feels toward Davis, framing it as a personal matter that goes beyond just professional rivalry. It reflects Berlanga's belief that his connection to Puerto Rico and the support he receives there is something that should not be challenged or disrespected by an outsider like Davis. Berlanga's actions after his loss to Canelo reveal a lot about the different mindsets that boxers have regarding success and failure. For Berlanga, simply going the distance with a world-renowned champion like Canelo Alvarez seemed to be enough to celebrate. While he may have lost every round on the judges' scorecards, Berlanga perhaps viewed it as a personal victory that he was able to stay in the fight until the final bell without being knocked out. This mentality shows that Berlanga places a lot of value on just being in the ring with someone like Canelo, even if the result wasn't in his favor. His fans in Puerto Rico appear to share this sentiment, as they welcomed him back with open arms, seeing his performance as a commendable effort rather than a failure. The enthusiastic reception Berlanga received speaks to the strong sense of national pride and support that Puerto Rican fans have for their athletes, regardless of the outcome. In contrast, Gervonta Davis represents a more traditional view of what it means to succeed in the sport of boxing. From Davis's perspective, only winning counts, and anything short of that should not be celebrated. He sees Berlanga's acceptance of praise for losing as a sign of a lack of ambition and competitiveness. Davis himself has built his career on maintaining an undefeated record in winning titles, and it is clear that he expects the same kind of hunger for victory from other fighters. The idea of celebrating after losing, no matter the opponent, is completely against the values that Davis holds as a fighter. This difference in mindset is why Davis felt compelled to speak out, as he felt that Berlanga was sending the wrong message to fans about what it means to be a successful boxer. Moreover, the ongoing tension between Berlanga and Davis can also be seen as a reflection of how important public perception and media attention are in modern boxing. Fighters today not only need to perform in the ring but also manage their image outside of it to attract attention, sell tickets, and secure lucrative fights. Davis has often used provocative statements in social media to keep himself in the spotlight, which has helped to grow his fan base and sell out arenas. Berlanga, too, seems to be aware of the importance of public support, as evidenced by his motorcycle parade in Puerto Rico. Both fighters understand that having the backing of passionate fans can make a huge difference in their careers, and this may be one reason why they are so keen to challenge each other publicly. Lastly, the rivalry between Berlanga and Davis highlights the role of rivalry and controversy in keeping boxing entertaining for fans. Both fighters have been vocal about their dislike for one another, which adds an extra layer of drama and excitement for those who follow the sport. He sees Berlanga's acceptance of praise for losing as a sign of a lack of ambition and competitiveness. Davis himself has built his career on maintaining an undefeated record in winning titles, and it is clear that he expects the same kind of hunger for victory from other fighters. The idea of celebrating after losing, no matter the opponent, is completely against the values that Davis holds as a fighter. This difference in mindset is why Davis felt compelled to speak out, as he felt that Berlanga was sending the wrong message to fans about what it means to be a successful boxer. Moreover, fans are often drawn to these kinds of heated exchanges, as they build anticipation for potential future matchups. Even though Berlanga and Davis may not be scheduled to fight anytime soon, their back and forth comments keep fans interested in talking about them, which ultimately helps both of their careers in the long run.